Hey everybody, it's Dr. V. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who is subscribed. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I just passed the 1,000 subscribers mark this last week, which I'm super excited about. So thank you all for your love and support. Thank you to everybody who's reached out to me for a private reading. I really appreciate your support with that. And for all your comments and likes and energy exchange donations. I really appreciate all of that. It's just, I'm so grateful to be here with you and to be able to support you and support each other on this journey. And also thank you for all of you who sent kind words to me regarding the loss of my friend this last week. That was a tough one, but I'm doing better this week. So thank you for that. If you would like to reach out for a private reading, the information on how to do that is in the description box, so you can access that. And I would be thrilled to be able to help you in that way along your journey. So I'm going to do a karmic partner layout here. And so one more shuffle. I'm going to use 3 different decks to get a variety of messages for this. So I have a good feeling about this. Like the Black Eyed Peas, I've got a feeling it's going to be a good good reading. There have been a lot of excuse me, a lot of shifts that have been taking place this week in the collective. Talking to people, doing readings, and really seeing some similar patterns that are playing out with people in these karmic situations. A lot of towers falling, a lot of things coming to an end. So that's where that is. Okay. So let me cut these. I think I did already, but I'm going to cut them again just to be clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards from the John Holland Psychic Tarot of the Heart, the John Holland Psychic Tarot, and the Romance Angels to get a variety of messages regarding this karmic situation. So for the current energies is the Move card, the Shadow card, and the Passion card. So this in the original tarot is the Chariot. So what I'm seeing with that is that there is definitely fast forward movement that is happening. There is a lot of there's a lot of things that are some energies that are going to be shifting rapidly within this karmic connection. And it's interesting because this card is the Moon card in the traditional tarot, and it says that that there are things coming to light. People are accepting that things change. They're accepting that things shift. Okay, so it's like this is a time for action. This card literally says in the book, this is a time for action. This card is calling you to action. This is a card of action. Passion is action. This is all about action. So you guys, the last few weeks we've been talking about this standstill energy, this energy of just being stagnant and being stuck. Well, that is coming to an end. So I wouldn't be surprised, even slightly surprised, if karmic situations come to an end this week, or if the beginning of the end, where conversations start happening, where it's like somebody finally makes a move and says, okay, enough is enough. We've got to resolve this. This isn't going anywhere. This isn't what we want, what I want anymore. One more card, the Sorcerer in reverse from the mystical. Let me grab the book so I can read that to you, because these have really powerful messages right out of the book. So this one is Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws? Hello, your shadow side, and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power turns into grace, which you can use in terms or in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you live in the light. So what I'm getting very, very clearly with this message is that that stagnant energy is coming to an end. I have a sense that this could even be a week where the divine counterpart comes clean to the karmic about their connection with you, where they finally get honest and they finally say, you know, enough is enough about keeping these secrets and living in the shadows. I'm going to come clean. I'm going to own what's been going on. I'm going to own my truth. I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to speak my passion. I'm going to be honest about where I am. And it's going to propel this forward. It's going to be, I really get that there are some, and of course, this is not for everybody. Everybody's situation may be a little bit different, but if this resonates for you, just prepare for this to happen. Prepare to receive communication about this particular, this dynamic happening where things are going to, I really feel like things are going to come to light. Someone's going to get honest. Someone's going to start speaking their truth and living their truth, and it's going to shift things. So that's the overall energy for that. Where the divine counterpart is. So this can be a divine feminine or a divine masculine that's in a karmic situation. So this is their energy. Authority. That is the Emperor card in the original tarot. This is healing begins, chemistry, and the lower world in reverse. So what I'm getting here is the divine counterpart is stepping into their authority. So this is Emperor energy. This is, like I said, it could be a divine masculine in a karmic situation, or it could be a divine feminine. Either way, in order to take action, you know, forward action, forward movement is a masculine trait. The feminine trait is receptivity. It's like kind of lying back and receiving and allowing things to happen. It's a different kind of power. This is stepping into one's authority, stepping up and making things happen. It's literally somebody coming into their power, and the divine counterpart in the situation, tapping into that divine masculine energy and stepping into their authority. And they're healing. They're really in the space of healing. So healing is beginning. Things are starting to happen. They're still feeling that strong magnetic pull toward the karmic situation. But I really get very clearly that they're recognizing that it's not their highest good. They're feeling that this sense of like, I feel really pulled toward this connection, but it's not like a healthy pull, if that makes sense. It's not like they're not feeling it like love. It's more of, again, that karmic energy. That's just the message that's coming through. There's still a pull toward the karmic situation. They're just not, they're recognizing that it's not the healthiest situation for them. And then this one, this lower world, it says, are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life, reflect on the lessons learned, and move on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. As you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing piece of your soul. I apologize, I'm back. My camera cut off. So what I was saying is this is the energy, it's a perfect mirror of this energy. So what's happening is that the divine counterpart in this karmic situation is facing their past. They're looking at themselves now with honest eyes. They're looking, and they're really in a space to want to shift things and break out of those old patterns of the past. It's really positive. They're healing. They're stepping into their authority. They're doing the darn thing. So where's the karmic in this situation? The first card is mental conflict. The next card is dreams coming true. The next card is trust. And the final card is middle world in reverse. Very interesting. So they're very much in a space of having this mental conflict where they're really recognizing that the situation again is not necessarily what they want. They're not feeling like they're just experiencing that mental conflict. They're like, you know, do I stay or do I go? Do I continue? Do I get out? You know, what do I do in this? So there's really, it's like intense mental conflict. And then this card is about, this is dreams coming true. It's, the karmic is sitting and getting into a space of recognizing that they do have dreams that they want to come true. They're getting clearer about what they want their relationships to look like. They want their dreams to, their wishes to be fulfilled. And they're stepping into a space of what I'm getting from this. If you look at the hands, okay, so if you look at the hands, it's like they're holding the universe very openly. It's not grasping and clinging like it has been in the past, where I really get the energy that they've kind of begun the process of releasing their grip on this connection. And they're trying to become more receptive to what the universe might have in mind for them, which is why they're in this space of trust. They're like, the situation is calling for you to have faith. So I get the sense that they're not entirely ready to like completely release the situation and let it go. I get that they're still, in many ways, wanting to hold on to it, but recognizing that there are some things that you just can't control. Like you can't make somebody love you. You just can't. It's just not something that you can do. Like you can't force someone to love you. They either do or they don't. And this person is, the karmic is really beginning to recognize that. Now the next card for the karmic is the middle world in reverse. And it says, do not try to connect in the earth what needs to be, or do not try to correct in the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change and endeavor you are considering are not ready available to you yet, so it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. That's what this faith is about. Okay, that's what this is, dreams coming true is about. It's like they recognize that something needs to be fixed. That's why they have this mental conflict. They recognize that this relationship is not, it's problematic in some way, in many ways probably, and they're recognizing it, but they're also recognizing that they haven't gotten the message that it's time to move yet. They're waiting. They're trusting, and again, my phone was tripping. So anyway, they are recognizing that it's not time to act. They're ready to make that shift. They're recognizing that it's time to shift, and they're just trusting in the universe and hoping and praying that the guidance that they need and that they require will be coming soon. So that's the overall layout of this connection. I'm going to move these cards aside to go into where the connection is headed. So Spirit, where is this connection headed this week? What can we expect to see happen in this karmic situation this upcoming week? The first is control. The next is, okay, back again. The universe card was the next card that came up. This is for where this connection is headed this week. The next one is romantic feelings. Interesting. And the last one is the rattle. So this control card, the first in this karmic situation, is literally about a person who feels like they have to control the situation. So this is a person who is in a space of feeling like they have to manipulate, control. It's based on emotional neediness and insecurity. It's it's basically like recognizing that this relationship is out of balance and out of control. It's like if you have to manage somebody else's behavior and emotions in order to keep a relationship going, it's out of balance. It's not a great situation. This universe card is the world card in the traditional tarot. It's about releasing or like coming to the end of cycles. So it's, on the one hand, it's recognizing that, you know, the world is at your feet. Like, you can do a lot. You can do whatever you want if you what you choose to do. Excuse me. But it's also about an end of a cycle. So it feels like that energy is coming, that someone is relinquishing control and realizing that if I have to work this hard to make this connection work, maybe it's not meant to be, and letting the cycle come to an end. In this romantic feelings card, I'm going to pull a clarifier, and the clarifier I pulled is pay attention to the red flags. So someone is still having, again, like that magnetic pull, that chemistry, but they're paying attention to the red flags. They're like, you know, yeah, so maybe sometimes I want to, like, you know, jump his or her bones, but that doesn't mean that it's a great situation. I need to pay attention to what's going on here. There's something off, and I need to attend to that. So then final card is the rattle. And it says, the rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if not used mindfully. Set your tools aside and take up the drawing instrument of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for the courageous deeds. Don't let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. So really what I'm getting from this is literally that someone in this karmic situation is ready to listening to spirit, listening to their higher guidance, listening to higher wisdom, and they're paying attention. And they're ready to take some decisive action. They're moving into that space of taking decisive action. Now, the caution with this is, of course, that moving too quickly and not being mindful of one's actions can result in, as the card says, you know, hurt, like causing pain, causing harm. And that's not a space that they want to be in. So I really feel like what spirit is working with them now is about making decisive action without necessarily like burning the whole place down. Relinquishing control, allowing the cycles to come to an end, paying attention to the red flags, and using the weapons of spirit wisely, using their intuition, using wisdom in order to shift this connection. I said this earlier, but I really wouldn't be surprised if some of you are getting messages this week that your your divine counterpart, their karmic situation is coming to an end, or at least is at the the beginning of the end. So that's your reading for this week. I apologize for the choppiness with the video. I definitely am looking to get a new camera so that this doesn't continue to be an issue. So let me know how it resonated for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.